And let me tell you this. I got my times wrong on my Buckeyes. The game's just about to start, and I got a whole thing for tonight.
So it starts at 5?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. So
I thought it was starting at 1:30
to crank it out, push one out.
Get one out of there, just gotta crank it on out. Yeah, that whole shit. Yo, I was thinking when I talked to you earlier, I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck about football, I give a fuck about our shit. But I was like kind of trying to be like in that moment of thinking I knew what I was talking about. I was like, you gotta get this East Coast Pacific time shit worked out, my dude. Sometimes I glance at times, I glance at information and if it's if it's Eastern time, I'm just like, oh shit, I fucked up my whole thing. So I'm happy as hell, kind of, because I thought I was missing some shit now. I got a system here, though, that records everything, so I'm not going to miss anything. If y'all haven't fucked with YouTube TV, let me tell y'all, if y'all sports fans, let me tell you how it works. You can miss the game. It gives you all the highlights. It says key plays, and it'll take you all the way through the whole John and catch you up live to the game. If you can even catch the tail end of the game, it catches you right up there. She's trying to clown me right now. This is huge. Connie, you don't even understand how huge it is. You don't even understand how huge it is. Because sports fans that are busy, you're just like, dang. All right, I can see the key plays, and then catches you right up. And if you missed it, you can see all the key plays all the way up to the end. This technology is crazy. We were just talking about that some time ago. I'm sure. Listen, we don't know sometimes the order of how things are going to come out, but we were talking about dating apps and how the technology has changed how we even interact with each other. But we also talked about, how you just make everybody humanized,
And here we are.
The way I do it, Connie, you know how I do it.
Pooping it out.
I just imagine everybody taking a quite proper shite. I believe that humanizes everything. If I was in front of Jeff Bezos right now, I would imagine him taking a shite. It would make me more calm. It's weird. I know. You're like, well, I don't know if I could, because you must make grunting faces. I'm smooth with mine. I'm smooth. I'm just checking on the rags I'm doing. Let me not tell you too much. Who needs to talk about taking a poop? Nobody wants to talk about it. But this is the Get Up team, and this is one of the first things you do in the morning. And so we're going to talk about it. This is one of the first things you do in the morning. What'd you say? What'd you say? Say something, Connie. You're the more composed out of the two of us. What did you say, miss?
I said the morning poo.
The morning poo. It's a right, even by the Queen of England. She has a poo in the morning.
Poo, like the Winnie Pooh.
Oh, good gosh. Winnie the Pooh. He's gonna, we're not gonna get too graphic here because there's enough to talk about. But we're not gonna be talking about poo. Anybody that's scared right now, do not be scared. Do not change your channel. Do not coil away in horror. We're talking about how we handle the poo. We're talking about how poo is mitigated amongst human beings. And the biggest invention that cannot be improved upon is toilet paper. We're talking about toilet paper today, folks. I hope we reeled you in with the poo talk. But it's about toilet paper.
Some people out. The poo talk.
I've had an argument with somebody that just didn't want me to talk about poo at all. He was feeling kind of, and this is one of those tough mudder kind of motherfuckers. He was a tough mudder.
You got to an argument with one of your friends about not
talking.
What
are you drinking right now? This is wonderful. Wait, cheers. I went to my solo cup level. I was on.
Cheers.
What are you drinking? It ain't alcoholic because you.
What does it look like? Cosmo?
It looks like a martini. It looks like a Cosmo, damn near. Jesus. Okay. she is there alcohol in it? Can I ask you that?
No, it's kombucha.
Uh, she's very disciplined. I can give you guys that. She only chooses to imbibe in a very controlled situation. It's not gonna be for the podcast. That's my job.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you this though.
Like rose flavored kombucha.
Doesn't it have some fermentation in it? No?
I think so. A little bit.
Enough for you.
I think so.
Listen, we're talking about, first of all, I love that she has a martini glass. If you're going to check us on YouTube, you can see the lovely setup that Connie has here. It's not a joke. My shit is very basic. I'm trying to put more candle in there, man. But we're talking about the basic processes of life being facilitated by a technological advancement that has not been improved upon by 1,000 years, I don't think. How can you improve upon toilet paper? Well, the Get Up team is going to talk about it because all of us do it. And when I go into meetings, I definitely use it as a way to feel less nervous. I don't care who you are, you take a shit just like me. And I imagine you taking a shite. So I got to start using my language better. You got to take a shite every morning. Everybody does. And, it makes me feel the humanity amongst us all. But there's one thing you got to do, and we're going to talk about it. This is crazy. How can you talk about toilet paper, Connie? How can you talk about toilet paper? Have you ever even thought about it?
Not that much. I mean, I think about it when I buy it. I make some decisions about where I'm buying it, what I'm buying, 2-ply, 3-ply, 1-ply,
Wow.
all those other things like on the label. You're like, oh, it's extra strong, or it's like
eco-friendly,
or it's like scented, or it's like whatever. I mean, but I only think about it when I run out and I got to buy more. And I think, oh, okay. But on a regular, I'm not really. I take it for granted.
I thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that, because I think we all take it for granted, but we can't live without. I mean, we do some volunteering out on the streets.
It was crazy because it was one of the things that was like never on the shelf. It was like toilet paper frenzy, and you go to Costco and you like say, oh, there's toilet paper. Nope, no toilet paper there. Oh, you go to like Ralph's. Nope, no toilet paper there. And then when they got it in, it was like limit to two packages. And you're like, well, I'm gonna get the big package. I don't want to run out.
Like if they got 36 per roll, I'm getting 2 36s. Yo,
yeah,
you just brought up the greatest point. Like, we were panicking about that toilet paper last year. And I mean, it's still a supply chain issue right now, but last year it was like people were fighting over bread and toilet paper.
And people were like loading up, and you're like, oh, okay. But then you get to the cashier and they're like, nope, so two per person. And then you were buying, I was buying like these off brands. Like I'd never heard of that brand before. It was like cardboard, like I was like, okay.
You talking about, no, we ain't talking about don't squeeze the Charmin. It's like I can't even know what these brands are, but it hurts my ass. It is a very coarse
like
papers
so
right here.
So thin or so flimsy. I was like, I don't even know, but it was like the off brands were on the shelf. The shelf was empty. You're like, Northern, nope. Charmin, nope. Kleenex brand, nope. It was like something I'd never heard of. It's like, oh, okay.
Northern,
let's
nope.
get two. Whatever it is,
Nope.
let's get two.
Yo, I know your brands now. I know your brands. I deal with the same ones too. Quilted Northern, and I deal with Charmin. Double up.
Oh yeah, I like Northern, but then I shop at Costco, so I get the Kirkland brand, whatever. Sometimes I buy it on Amazon. I get the Amazon brand. I don't know.
Kirkland is basically pimping the bigger brands anyway. We've learned that over the last 10 years, right? Like you think you're getting a Kirkland brand vodka, but it's still the same as in Absolute or some shit. You know, right?
It
You know, you
Depends
probably
who's
get quality
manufacturing
toilet
it.
paper.
They put their label on it. Yeah, it's like white
Yeah.
label stuff.
They pay a premium for that, but they actually still eke out a little bit of profit margin, right? And like, you know, we'll take your excess, we'll take your runoff, and we'll brand it our own, and we'll put it to our customers and eke out just this much of a profit margin, right? That's why they do it, because
I
it's
don't
always
know.
over.
They might be eking out a little bit more than that.
You think it's more than that?
I think so.
Well, you're
But
clever,
anyway,
so I
we
trust you.
digress.
We digress. We're talking about toilet paper and how important it is to wiping our asses. And this is the toilet paper episode for the Get Up team. Get up in the morning and take a shite with good toilet paper. But let's talk about toilet paper. So here I go.
Well,
Clap it up. Here I go. No, here I go.
to
Here I
toilet
go.
paper.
Here I go. I'm Art.
This is Connie. And this is the Get Up Team
Team
podcast.
Gosh,
With
you
our
always
Connie.
that's what's up. We're talking about TP. If you hear that BTS, that's good. But we're talking about toilet paper. Check out our BTS. You're gonna see. You'll see what led us here.
That's the intro.
Every one of us that are on an
Well,
upwardly
yeah.
mobile status and stratus has to deal with the morning routine. And most of us have a moment where you take a shite and you use a toilet paper. But what do we know about toilet paper? It hasn't changed in 1,000 years. Let me know, Connie. What do we know about it?
According to this article. So toilet paper's been around since the 6th century AD. First developed in China. And then moving to Europe. Interesting. Like into the 18th century. But I think the key thing about this article is it just talks about all the attributes, like the 8 attributes of toilet paper, which I've really never thought about. But now that I'm reading it, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So you got things. I mean, it does. It's like strength.
Well, talking about the history coming from China, 2nd century AD, they're talking about for padding and wrapping purposes. It did not take long before they figured out that they could also use it for wiping. It was not a quick thing that they knew just to wipe the ass. There was a thing for padding and wrapping before it was even wiped. Isn't that interesting? It didn't take long before they figured out they could also use it for wiping the ass. It's centuries that they took. They started manufacturing toilet paper rolls in what is currently known as, how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that? Zhejiang? Is it Zhejiang province? I don't know. I think you would know. Zhejiang. Okay. In other parts of the world, however, most people use materials such as wood shavings, grass, leaves, fruit skins. That's like using an orange peel, because you don't want to ever eat the orange peel, but you wiping your ass with it. You wiping your ass with a lemon peel. While the wealthy utilize wool and hemp. Hemp, I'm a very big fan of, as everybody who knows me knows, until the 18th century. So you got to pull in all those kind of things, because we didn't figure out this toilet paper thing right away. Like, we were trying some other shit first. Leaves, grass.
There were some things like wool and hemp. Those seem like washable items. So maybe you had a cloth and then you washed it.
You remember when babies' diapers were cloth and you had to just send them out every week? I mean, I don't remember it. I was not born. Or you had to wash them. Some people, I do know, like, by the time I was born, some people were still doing that. Thank goodness for Pampers. Seriously. That made the modern woman's life a lot easier than just always dealing with those shitty diapers. Because with baby, you got to be very delicate. You can't be wiping the baby with leaves and fruit skins. That's not what the mom. But I think that's what moms did back in the day when you're talking about 2nd century AD, and you're very smart. What is 2nd century AD? How far back is that?
Like 100, 200 year 200
years ago? 200 years ago.
Well,
the Chinese have been already using paper since the 2nd century AD.
Yeah.
Have you ever been broke? Have you been broke in the hood? Have you ever been so broke that you had to rub newspapers together to make it a little bit more?
I think there's other things. I mean, I always have
No.
toilet paper.
When mama run out of toilet paper, you rub the toilet paper, you rub the newspaper together. You grab and you just rub it, and it gets soft enough, and then you wipe your ass with it. Have you ever been that
So
broke?
your mom's gonna tell me that that's what you did as a kid. When I talk to your mom, she'll be like, "Yeah, this is what we did."
She probably would. We weren't broke as fuck. No, I'm not gonna be like, but she gonna tell you about when we were. Yeah. I mean, I'll leave that up to her.
Okay, I think we just put more salt in the food, right? That's what you do when you like want to stretch it. You put more salt. Eat more rice, less.
Sometimes you don't got TP. These people that couldn't get the TP on the shelves last year, some of them had to use paper towels. Some of them had to use McDonald's napkins that they had in their little condiment drawer. Some other people maybe knew how to use the paper technique I'm talking about. That's just real survival skills right there.
Yeah, you just don't want to clog up your toilet.
Let's talk about that because we're gonna talk about that because this toilet paper has gotten luxurious over time. It's luxurious toilet paper out there. You know there's luxury toilet paper out there that's got colors. You can have red toilet paper. You can have purple toilet paper. That's like 4-ply. Like I've known musicians. I go to their house, and they have a bathroom with lighting features that's a soft blue, and their toilet paper is blue as well. I have been in that situation. It is fantastic, but also disturbing to me. I'm like, you into that shit?
I'm not there yet. I don't even have printed stuff on my toilet paper. It's just white.
You don't have quilted?
Well, I don't have like little designs printed on there. You know, back in the day, there were like flowers and stuff, but I don't have that. It's just white.
All right. Well, let's talk about that. And let's talk about how the Chinese people said, like, look, they started manufacturing toilet paper rolls in what is currently known as the Zhejiang province. And in other parts of the world, however, most people use materials such as wood shavings, grass, leaves, and fruit skins to wipe, while the wealthy utilize wood and hemp until the 18th century, which I understand what that is. This was when paper use became widespread in most Western countries, even amongst commoners. So it's not been an easy route to get to toilet paper, but we realized really early on that we needed something to do this. And I'm going to just put all this stuff out on the I know places that where you use your hand to deal with it. You can't even shake that hand. I've been to places where that's part of protocol of knowing those practices as far as the culture, you know what I mean? But let's just talk about factors of when buying toilet paper. Just write it down because I know you got the same article I have open for 2 more minutes.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about the attributes? Like strength?
I want to talk about the factors to consider when buying toilet paper, since it's exception. Start there.
Yeah, the attributes. Okay. I mean, there's strength. I mean, just the ability that it doesn't tear or like puncture when you're using it. Plies. So I guess there's single ply, double ply, and triple ply. I've never seen 4-ply, but you said you saw 4-ply, but I have not seen that. But anyways, there's the plies. One of the things that it talked about was chlorine content, but I didn't know that there was chlorine in that. But it says that now that because of environmental issues that's not included in toilet paper anymore. So yeah, non-chlorine toilet paper. There's softness, eco-friendliness, and that's pretty much it as far as like the factors when deciding. And then there's like whether it's made out of wood or bamboo or some other kind of pulp. So yeah, any other things you want to talk about on the toilet paper there?
Yeah, of course, because there's factors to consider when buying toilet paper. The very first paragraph says some very important things. since its inception, toilet paper, this product has remained largely the same. There's not been great innovations in it. It's just like you gotta wipe your ass. So it's remained largely the
Well,
same
yeah. I guess
roll of
now
soft
there's like
paper.
motion or scented or colors or
We'll
prints.
get to that. It says, however, thanks to several modifications, there is now a variety of toilet paper and subtypes, each having a unique set of attributes. As such, what you seek from toilet paper should determine what you use. Now, that sounds very scientific and sounds like how much you think about wiping your ass. But let me tell you something, Connie, something you may not know about me, but I think you do.
Okay.
I think you do. I'm a fan of having the toilet paper and the wet wipe. I
Oh,
like having
yeah, I'm
that
on
extra
board with
thing.
that. Yeah. I think those wet wipes, flushable wet wipes.
Flushable, eco-friendly wet wipes.
Yeah. No, I'm a fan of that. I think
You're so proper
I
and
like the
elegant
invention of those wet
that you
wipes.
barely know how to talk about wiping your ass. That's what I love about talking to you about this. It makes me kind of very, very smiley. It's like she's so proper and elegant. She's just like, I just don't know how to consider how to broach this subject without like getting embarrassed about it. But we all wipe our asses, Connie.
Okay.
Don't we all? I mean, maybe Jeff Bezos doesn't. Maybe that's what they do to work. I don't know. Have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah, it's cool.
I was gonna say the woman that's jumped out of a plane hasn't used a bidet. I don't know what to do with you. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
it's. You said it's cool.
It's cool.
I liked it. It was very sanitary.
Everything's
Now,
like washed, clean. You're like, oh, that's cool.
yeah, I don't know about like if everybody knows what a bidet is, but it's a thing that forces a little bit of bubbles up into your butt and cleans it all out and helps keep it all. It's not bubbles, but it's just a.
It's a stream of water.
It goes to your butt area, right? Does that replace toilet paper to you?
I think that they could. I think I use toilet paper, but I think they have like ones that have dryers and stuff. So blow some air to dry things up.
You are the fanciest female I know on the planet Earth. The things that you've done. It's like, no, the bidets I've dealt with, they also have dryers for my ass. My ass is dried properly after the bidet experience. That's how you live? Sometimes.
Okay. But
I just am glad I get you to talk about toilet paper. It's amazing. You skipped over every like thing. Like, first of all, the strength does matter because you just skipped over that like it was nothing. And it's like, no, I have done cheap toilet paper. I hate that. I hate that. Like where it's so thin that you gotta keep pulling it and pulling it and pulling it.
you gotta fold
It's
it,
just
fold
not-
it, fold it until you have like a nice little pillow.
Something worth the shit that I'm. It's not even usable if I was to use one ply of this on one. I gotta go like I gotta make my own plies. That I hate that part. That's why I splurge on really good toilet paper, y'all. If you with me, comment below. Please say that your toilet paper issues are not like that. That Scott one. It's so thin. I don't even know where to get that. It must be the runoff pulp that they
I
use
don't know.
and they're
Like,
saying like.
stuff, but it doesn't really do the right. It doesn't do the job. Like
Yeah, not without getting a
but I think
handful
it's
where the
probably
whole
good
roll
for,
is.
like the septic system because it probably like disintegrates as soon as it hits the water and like doesn't clog your toilet.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's actually the good thing about that shit. If you could actually get used to that badass toilet paper, you won't fuck up your septic system and you won't clog your toilet. Because for me, I'm a luxury TP kind of guy. So depending on how I get down in the morning, I got triple ply, 2 ply. That's all I'm fucking with, right? So sometimes I get a little bit zealous in that. You got to do a couple flushes, or you gonna clog up your system. You know, like they know this. They know this. These toilet
Flush
paper people know
one.
this.
Wait, phase one, flush.
They, they know. They know what they're doing. They're giving you all this luxury on your bum, and they know that it'll clog up your toilets. They're like, I don't got nothing to do with clogging up your toilet. We're just giving you a luxury experience on your bum. We're just giving you the 2-3 ply experience. And you're like, ooh, I like it. You throw it in the toilet and it clogs it up. And let me tell you something. It takes my mom to talk about my dad using toilet paper too much. My dad abuses toilet paper. My dad, he's a habitual line stepper with toilet paper. She's got to hide it from him. He uses too much. You can't be clogging up the system. She got to keep calling out the plumbers. Why do you keep doing it? There's not enough ass on you to deal with that.
Plunging.
I'm telling you, you just like, you know, you love the plies. The number of plies does matter because I don't want that skinny shit. But once they get into those 2 or 3 plies, and you say you don't know about luxury toilet paper, 4 plies,
then you might really can plug
4
up
plies.
2 plies. Like,
let me tell you, those rich motherfuckers, they got these toilets that sound like this, like at the stadium. They go, they like that, like high water pressure. You can pay for that. That's a luxury experience, but you can use 4 ply for that. Look, chlorine content. I just think that everything that you put into your head with the shampoo, with the deodorant, if you use it, all that stuff is just kind of creeping. So I can't imagine that toilet paper on that same dossier of things that they use to manufacture.
This one says that it was, well, chlorine was used to bleach the paper before. But then it says that all these studies say that it had like this detrimental effect on the environment and caused severe pollution in air and water. Also, chlorine is damaging to your skin. Okay, even though the practice of using chlorine and the creation of toilet paper is discouraged, some manufacturers still do it. Oh, shit. Therefore, ensure that your paper is chlorine free. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing to look for. Now I gotta go read the package and see. Chlorine. I don't even know. Like, I didn't even know that was.
You can't be paranoid on all of it, but just when you wipe your ass, stuff is going on.
I mean, now at least look at the package, see if it's a thing or not. Probably is because it's white.
How do you get to that color and keep it together, you know? And like you said, it's eco-friendly stuff. It's like environmentally friendly toilet paper scratches my ass right now. I love my luxury toilet paper. I love the softness
that's the next thing is softness.
Yeah, so what are we going to talk about that? Toilet papers can be soft, silky, or rough to touch. To make sure that a toilet paper fulfills your preferences, first rub it against your skin before you buy it.
Like sandpaper in the morning.
All I need to know is look at that price point and look at it. And I'm like, no. Quilted Northern, Charmin, let's go. I'm sorry. I just don't want to have my morning routine be scratching my ass with like horrible toilet paper. I'm not doing it. Nah, not for anybody. I got to be in a whole day and I'm starting my day off like that. No, not gonna do it. So we got our whole fucking Jones out on toilet paper. Well, this is a short one, y'all. I don't care what kind of toilet paper you use, but understand there are whole different types. If you look at our link, you'll see the difference between 1 ply, 2 ply, bamboo,
colors,
3 ply. You know, luxury toilet paper was what we were talking about.
Have you ever tried this toilet paper that has like lotion infused?
I have. I told you my routine is to have the wet ones and the Quilted Northern or the Charmin. I haven't gone this far, but I've been to a house that had these things, and they were beautiful. It was beautiful. So I don't know what kind of lotions they had. I didn't take a shit that day, but, you know.
With like scents and lotions.
Yeah, give it a go. I mean, I know somebody I'm very close to that wanted red toilet paper on her tour.
Okay.
It happened.
And it happened. Oh, and there's a picture of all this colorful toilet paper. Okay, let's see what
Yeah,
that.
man.
I think it's so pretty.
It's real shit. It's real shit, man. You can have a whole lighting fixture in your bathroom if you got enough money that matches your toilet paper, and your people keep that stocked up. Like I mean, I've been in those situations. Like, beautiful. If you can do it, I'm not hating on it. I just want my ass to not be like scratched when I got to deal with my business. That's all I'm saying.
And, yeah, it does the job cleaning what it's supposed to clean.
No, I don't want it to be utilitarian. I want it to be comfortable. So when I'm doing my 6 a.m. run, when I'm about to get into my whole day, that was a very happy experience. I don't need to be like, oh, why is it scratching? Why? If you don't think the Get Up team can get you started on your day right, you're crazy. We're telling you everything you need to be right. You do not have to have a scratched up ass. Consider your toilet paper. In the future, Charmin will give us an endorsement, hopefully, because we're Quilted Northern, or Quilted Northern, or luxury toilet paper manufacturer. Whoever wants to give us any kind of attention. Yeah, the 4-ply people, they can holler too. You know, we care. The thing about the Get Up team is we do care about how your bum is taken care of first thing in the morning, and every one of us takes a shite. And I guarantee you, put that in your brain whenever you meet somebody, whenever you're nervous, just imagine them in the morning.
Okay.
It's very good advice, Connie. You gotta humanize people. You can't put them all on a pedestal. This is one of the best ways I've learned. You're like, you take a shit just like me. There's our toilet paper episode. It was good too. You didn't even think it would be this in depth. Oh, get out of here. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. You're like, how did you make toilet paper interesting? Get Up team, not me, you. How'd you do it, Connie?
Do what?
How'd you make toilet paper interesting? The Get Up team did it. We're gonna be one of the first. Okay. We're gonna tag the shit out of toilet paper.
All right.
Haven't we introduced enough? Don't you think? In the United States, toilet paper use properly began in 1857. 1857 is when we got civilized. Get Up team has done enough to make your mornings great, tell you about sex, tell you about working out, telling you about your breakfast, and now we're telling you how to wipe your ass. Haven't we done enough? Or is there more?
I think that's it.
We've covered everything.
We're covered. So we can
I think the Get Up team has more for you. Oh, we covered sex a lot. So come back to us.
All right.
Yeah, the tease is on the toilet paper, and you guys can just check the links below. Like, follow, subscribe, and just know that we are not here to do anything but make your day a little brighter, a little fun, a little bit more smiles, and give you information that really matters. You know, switch up your toilet paper. Try the luxury brand. Yeah, why not? Why not? There might be some toilet paper out there that's better for you than what you are already using. And if you're using that sandpaper, stop using it. Stop using it. There's somebody around the corner.
That might be their thing. All right.
No. See, Connie, you can't have it be like that. If you have a choice, you have to choose 3-ply. That's what it is. She's looking at me like, stop the recording now. So I am. I'm Art.
Everybody, this is Connie.
Get Up Team Podcast. And if we can give you any suggestions or advice in life, what are the 2 pieces?
Don't be a sleep sheep.
Well, it's fun to have a breakfast if you can. That's what it is. Peace.